Hello and welcome to another jungle video, and in this one we should be taking a look at the best solo carry junglers for you to use to reach your ranked goals by the end of Season 10. There will be choices for those looking to get to gold, to diamond, and even the best champion for those looking to get out of diamond into master tier and beyond. As the changes to the game have been minimal as we head into the next season, I didn't really feel like a general tier list was a good idea at this point, and figured most of you are on the grind spamming games and looking for ways to basically carry regardless of whether your teammates are sentient or not. To do that, we need to solo carry with certain types of champions, and if you're looking for better ways to apply that in the final weeks of the season, head to our sponsor for today's video, League of Coaching, a site dedicated to helping you learn and improve from live to VOD coaching, all dedicated to helping you reach your end of season goals in the final few weeks. Choose from your master to challenger coaches, and don't forget, with the season ending, it's also a great time to get coaching as you head into the preseason. Your MMR is still preserved and you want to make sure you have the best position for placements. And of course, there's a lot of new items that you need to learn how to use. So click the link below and head to League of Coaching to earn the ranked banner that you deserve. So with only a few weeks left, the silver players, maybe even some people on high bronze looking for a turbo hot streak, you need solo carry junglers, and you know, I don't really like the champion, but Master Yi really is quintessential. This comes with an honorable mention to Warwick, who I will talk about once we're finished with the good master. You got true damage, you've got a 60% damage reduction on your W, you've got a CC avoider in the Alpha Strike, which of course has its cooldown lowered the more you auto attack. And your ultimate makes you go zoom zoom, cleansing all slows and, you know, ghosting you. The reason I'm pointing and highlighting this out is because in low elo, people will have early ganks, lanes will feed, people will die, it will be absolute chaos, but they won't know how to close the game out. They won't have the synergy required to CC you to stop you from existing. You go watch a funnel strategy in Korea, they actually beat it because they understand who to focus and when to focus them. This means that if you can have good map awareness, good camp sequencing, clean up just a few kills to get a small lead, oh boy, are you going to take off. Now, there is no pentakill worth less than one from Master Yi. That's right, he gets the most in the game. Who is surprised? But does that really bother you if you're able to win every game? Does it bother you when you get Dragon Soul, shred tanks, one-shot squishies, and climb to gold? I don't think so. The thing is, I love Warwick into Master Yi. He's not a direct counter, but I like playing it. The E-Fear into Runaway Master Yi is pretty good. You also have Suppression and double CC. Mind you, this isn't in the uber late game, but Warwick's ability to be everywhere with the Blood Trail, his ability to sustain, build tanky, survive, and actually scale quite well into the late game, means you can very easily engage, peel, if you're going an AD build, assassinate someone. Simply put, you're active early, you can secure all objectives, and the most important thing about this champion is that you stay alive on the map to actually accomplish what you need to do to solo carry. Too often people in silver pick squishy champions, they die and then they complain about their teammates. Well, why die when you can be Master Yi and just kill everyone? Or why die when you can be Warwick and just heal up through your Q, trump, and auto attacks? Secondly, you can always go with Ramus. Now, you know, it's a tank jungler, which isn't really usual in a solo carry guide. This is explicit and only towards silver. Why? I cannot ignore the win rate. Disgusting, 53% or so in silver. So you're not a farmer, you never wanted that life. You're a ganker. Also, you kind of hate Master Yi abusers in silver. You can pick Ramus. You hate ADCs. Pick Ramus. You hate Samira being disgustingly OP. Pick Ramus. You know, why be a full damage jungler and risk death when you can just be a full tank Ramus and have them do it to themselves by attacking you? Not a typical solo carry jungler, but if you're looking to get through silver into gold, this is an insanely reliable champion to do so. Provided you understand that you're going to give up certain farming power, you will scale just because of your tankiness, however you're looking to gank, tilt, and please make sure you are, taunting the right target. And you know, there's a lot of jungles that can really do it to get to gold, but I wanted to pick 3 that were quite unique and also offer different aspects of climbing and learning to the player. Kayn is such champion. He's one of the best to learn how to jungle. You have to farm, but at the same time you need to look for ganks and skirmishes to get those valuable orbs. You need to understand runes and itemization correctly from champion select. Am I going Rast? Am I going Shadow Assassin? And when you're in game, if you're picking Shadow Assassin, your team fighting is vastly different to your Rast team fighting. Flanking, one-shotting, annihilating carries versus disruption, sustain, and getting in the middle of it. You will learn a hell of a lot about jungling by playing this champion. Also, it so happens he's very strong. We're in a farming meta, and as I said, people can't close in silver, so when you go Rust, you just basically do a whole bunch of damage while never dying either. And much like Warwick, you have that E to kind of be everywhere, flank from unique angles, and punish overcommitting lanes. And the reason I'm choosing some of these champions is because of their staying power. That means they're not only good in silver, not only good in platinum. You can use these champions to a very high level and keep on growing with them, and that's why I chose them. Now, for those of you people looking to get Diamond, yes, I understand Platinum is a special kind of hell, but I hate to break it to you, Diamond 4, it's in the same hell. It might be in a different room, but it's the same kind of hell. You are mostly battling egos. You are mostly battling the ability to just win the game because of someone dying one time and it's your fault. You are battling people trying to learn meta champions even though they have no idea how they work. And so, to quote an age-old adage, keep it simple, stupid. Play Hecarim. Easy to pick up, decent first clear, you got a 4 camp straight into a gank. The nice thing is that 4 camp gives you level 3 and you'll be in prime position for counter ganks early, which is exactly what Hecarim wants to do. You can be literally everywhere on the map, clean up kills, a wonderful ultimate to tower dive, a knockback. Very few champions in this meta sort of have the ability to get as fed as he does and really dominate the mid game in the way he can. The problem with Hecarim is that you get decision paralysis. The same kind of thing when someone locks in Lux or Ari and they have to choose a skin, but they have no idea which skin because they gotta choose from 50, and all the while I'm there with Ornn thinking, maybe I'll play base skin today. But once you lock down that itemization, you lock down the phase rush versus Conqueror, this is the best way to get through Gold, Platinum, and into Diamond. But if you are not a good disruptor, but if you don't like using phase rush, and you prefer just to be an assassination and make sure all the double ADC metas are being destroyed, Kha'Zix. I don't know, isolation damage from 100 to 120 and everyone loses their minds, and then he goes to 110 and everyone thinks he's dead. Come now, champion's still disgusting, champion's still very strong. It's really easy to assert your alpha dominance on the map. And once you get fed, simple early clears into a cleanup kill here or there, maybe a crab or double crab, you can perma-invade the enemy jungler. You can pick off any roaming mid laners. You can lane gank, use your ultimate. The enemy team combo is going to have a very difficult time trying to kill you. It will all come down to your positioning in mid to late game team fights and making sure you've been taking objectives, deep warding, setting traps, and consistently making the game in your favor numbers wise. However, if you prefer to scale, maybe you want to farm a little bit and dominate those teamfights without thinking too much, Fiddlesticks is still sucky-sucking to the best of his ability, and he's sucky-sucking everyone. Great win rate, nice farming cadence, gold and platinum junglers, you're not going to be invaded and suppressed. They will think, hey, the demon guy is over there farming away, I can control the map. Meanwhile, you're level 6, he's level 4, you can solo the dragon, your ultimate is an absolute bot lane destructor. As if those guys are going to be warding side bushes for Fiddlesticks ultimate, they're not tracking that. I do have an honorary mention to Graves here, just because he is such a meta-dominant pick. The nerf did hit him a little bit. However, he is a primary component in high elo play and getting through Diamond, so I will talk about him next. And on that note, if you want to get through Diamond, if you want Master Tier, firstly, 3 weeks is more than enough time to do so. You will have to grind, your carry potential will need to be on point. Unfortunately for you, it's a little too late to learn a complicated champion. Fortunately for you, Graves isn't one of those. Farming, counter jungling, map control, objective control, level 2 cheese ganks, you can do that also. Ignite, phase rush, fleet footwork, everything you need to control the game is in your hands with this champion. Damage over time or burst combos. And of course, you do struggle into things that are AP or things that can lock you down. Skarner, Fiddlesticks. I know I do enjoy playing into Graves' Volibear, for example. And naturally, AP champions where that stacking of armor and true grit that makes him tanky. Yeah, armor isn't very good versus that. However, as reliable as Graves can be to get you through Diamond at the moment, Nidalee is probably venturing on the best choice. The thing is, she just received that AD nerf that knocked her win rate percentage down 0.8%. Nothing to scoff at when the win percentage was already just about 48. The problem is you cannot pilot her very quickly. You need to put in a lot of time. She's not easy to use. However, if you do play Nidalee, and if you do have sort of a certain talent with mechanical champions, this is what you play. You have to be proactive, you have to play forward, you have to be aggressive. You are not spectating the game, you are not chilling, you are not farming. I did a video on a challenger Nidalee player recently as well. But of course, with it being so difficult, we have to suggest similar sort of carry potential, but with easier champions. Karthus, Lilia, and Nunu. Karthus is being nerfed in the next patch, so I'm putting him here with an asterisk. As much of a demonic hell demon as Karthus has been this year, not only from jungle but also from bottom lane, it has still been the best pick in Diamond Plus and Master Tier Plus. The ability to rinse clear and have a global ultimate that you just need to have good map awareness to use. A proficient Karthus clear isn't something that is easy, but if you take a few hours in practice tool, go, take Karthus right now. Mark the timing of your first clear, then keep practicing and try and get it as close to 3 as you can. Make sure you are camp sequencing, you can solo dragons as well pretty early. As soon as a lane opens up for a pickoff, get in there, use good control wards, track the enemy jungler without remorse, And when the time is right, lay down the Hellfire with your ultimate, gain harvest stacks, and remove people without being in any danger. Now if those nerfs come through and they become more difficult to handle, Lilia will definitely come through as a stronger option. Even now, you're watching Metaphor on Twitter come back to League a little bit, spamming Lilia. You're seeing a lot of high elo junglers pro play, spamming Lilia. You almost have the Karthus level effect of being able to farm super quickly, scale more than any other jungler, and then you have a game-changing ultimate. The thing is, Lilia also has better gank potential with her E, with those really annoying and obnoxious Qs, the sweet spot W. Oh, I hate facing this champion, it's so irritating. Phase rush or harvest, you kite them around, you can never lock her down. And then she goes off and farms. You gank one moment bottom lane and she's in your jungle, she takes everything. If you get hit by a random Eep seed across the map or down the lane, well hey, now you can finally get your good 8 hours. Win rate doesn't suggest it, although it's climbing to around 50%. Very, very strong champion, high carry potential. It does require people to follow up on your ult. However, usually, in the early mid game, you can take control of things yourself. It's all on your brain. Farm, run fast, spin around a bit weirdly, and do a lot of damage. And as I said, the honorary mention is Nunu because this is a solo carry jungle guide, so that we can be the ones with the damage running headfirst into Mordor. But if you're D2 plus and you're Master Tier plus, Nunu still has a certain allure in terms of finding the best carry player on your team, the best carry champion, ganking the living hell out of it, running fast everywhere. You have a bit of phase rush and AP in your build now as well. It is a very supportive carry style, but nevertheless, if you have a duo or someone who's fed, which is more likely in higher elo, you can definitely use this champion to get objectives and support them to the win. Well, there you have it, some of the best solo carry junglers that you can use in the final 3 weeks to spam to get gold, diamond, or master. I hope you enjoyed the final best jungler style video for the season. Let me know in the comments if you have reached your goals in season 10 yet. Please do like, share, and comment if you enjoyed and learned something. Don't forget to please subscribe, and as always, I will see you all in the next video.